Hi everyone, Mark here, and welcome back to Fan 1080 Travels. It's time for a quick update video on our Sunwing flight. If you saw the last video, we were preparing for our latest vacation, and we were flying Sunwing, which we hadn't done in quite a few years. We had a bad experience with them, the one and only time we flew with them, so we were always hesitant to fly with them again, so we thought we'd give them a chance this time. I was tracking the flight. There's one flight that leaves out of our local airport weekly, started in January sometime, and it was routinely delayed anywhere from half hour to many hours every week. So we were very worried, very concerned about our flight. We knew going in that there could be a delay or cancellation, so we were prepared for it. So how did it go? Did we have a delay? Were we canceled? Yeah, so our flight was scheduled to leave late afternoon, early evening. As the time approached, we got a notification a few hours out, probably 4 or 5 hours out, that the flight was delayed. The first indication was just a half hour or so delay, so it wasn't a big deal. But as we got closer and closer, then it was delayed more, an hour, and then an hour and a half, and 2 hours. So yeah, we did have a delay for our flight, but like I've said in the past, we knew going in that there could be a delay, so we were prepared for it. We just took it in stride, arrived later than we would have if we were going there to be on time. As we were checking in for the flight, one of the baggage handlers told us that we should hurry up to our gate because it looked like they were going to be getting going very soon. But that wasn't the truth. We were there probably an hour at least before the current posted time of the departure. Probably more than that, actually. I can't remember the exact time, but plenty of time. And by the time we get up to the gate, they were still not even boarding yet. So we waited about close to an hour. They did give, our official delay period was just under 3 hours, so it's not too bad. They did give everybody a $15 food voucher, so that could be used anywhere in the airport that served food or snacks. You had to spend it all in one go. You couldn't get any refund from that, so it was $15 at one location, that's what they offered and gave us. So we accepted it. It was just under 3 hours. I think per guidelines within Canada, the minimum delay for compensation is for monetary compensation is 3 hours. So anything over more than a 3 hour delay, I think it's $150 per person that you could get. So we were under the 3 hours, so we wouldn't qualify for that compensation. So we were, that's the way it was. Yeah, so other than that, the staff were amazing. I was expecting, some staff that were, not very pleasant because, Sunwing has a bad reputation and they're dealing with delays all the time. But let's be honest, a lot of airlines are facing the same delays. So, but the staff were amazing. Both check-in, at the gate and during the flight, they were all fantastic. Probably some of the best that we've dealt with in all of our years of flying. They were fantastic. So if you're concerned about a Sunwing flight, I understand, and we've gone through it. We've experienced it a couple times. We probably will avoid Sunwing for the near future until things improve. I shouldn't say avoid. We tend to fly other airlines because other airlines have more options for departure dates and times, and Sunwing is pretty limited with those. So you usually find some more flexibility with other airlines. So we'll likely switch over to another airline in the future. But yeah, so all in all, it wasn't a bad experience. It was a 3 hour delay, but we were expecting it. So, and all the flights since we came back, there's been delays still. You need to keep an eye on your flight times as you're as your flight approaches if you're flying Sunwing, so you can keep up to date with what's going on. As far as the Westjet takeover of Sunwing, apparently there's been some more news with that. The government has given the approval for the acquisition to take place, to continue. So it looks like Westjet will be pursuing that further. They've released a statement as well. I'll put links to all that information down in the description for this video. It was an awesome experience with Sunwing this time. It was a delay, but it wasn't that bad of a deal for us. It was 3 hours, so we dealt with it in the way that we found appropriate, and they gave us $15 compensation to go along with that, so it wasn't too bad. Thanks for joining us, folks. I really appreciate everybody being here. If you could hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell for notifications when we release new videos, that would be fantastic. Any little bit to support the channel really helps, and we appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining us, folks, and we'll see you next time. Happy travels.